Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Thanks for being here. I'm Whitney Ward. We do begin with breaking news tonight. A North Central high school teacher has now been charged with sexual misconduct involving students.
Here's what we know at this hour. Andre Irvin is accused of inappropriate behavior with two female students. Police say the two girls reported an incident to a student teacher who directed them to the school counselor. Irvin is currently listed on the SPS website as a freshman intervention specialist. We've also confirmed he was a North Central boys basketball coach. He was arraigned today on charges of viewing child pornography, second-degree sexual misconduct, and 2 counts of communicating with a minor for immoral purposes. He had pleaded not guilty to all charges.
We have reached out to SPS for additional comment. They told us, though, they cannot comment on pending legal matters, though they did confirm that Irvin has now been placed on administrative leave.
We are continuing to gather information, and for the latest updates in the meantime, just head to our website, krem.com.
We have heard from you. People are complaining to us about the number of illegal fireworks that were set off for the 4th of July.
Today we want to look into the data to see if it was better or worse than last year.
KREM 2's Nathan Hyun tells us just how many people called 911 to report fireworks and spoke with fire officials today about their response to last night's calls.
I'm in Area Heights, the only city in Spokane County that allowed fireworks last night, and the assistant fire chief here tells me that it was one of their safest nights in the last decade.
Fireworks were all the craze last night. But you might have noticed more lights in the sky in one Spokane city.
Fireworks are legal in Airway Heights.
From 8 to midnight last night, people in Airway Heights were allowed to shoot off fireworks. But you might be surprised to hear how many calls Airway Heights Fire actually responded to.
Probably 3 that were fireworks related.
That was 2 less than last year. It was one of their best nights in the last decade.
This was actually one of the better 4th of Julys we've had in my time here. Only a handful of calls, and it was stuff that dumpster fire. Somebody probably put hot fireworks in there.
It was a different story outside Airway Heights. Fireworks are illegal throughout the rest of the county. According to Spokane Regional Emergency Communications, dispatch centers received 618 firework-related 911 calls yesterday. 216 of them were within the city of Spokane. The number of calls is similar to last year when the county received 599 calls.
I think this is the 31st year of the ban, so it's not new for people around here, but there are new residents here. There's always going to be people that want to skirt the laws.
Fortunately, there weren't any serious emergencies.
A busy evening for all.
Just complaints.
If we get a call in that somebody's going to go investigate it, whether that be most of the calls that came in yesterday were more kind of bark dust, smoldering stuff.
The Spokane Fire Department did firework patrols and they issued 12 citations for illegal fireworks.
Area Heights Fire does want to remind people that fireworks are no longer legal, and if you do get caught lighting one, they could issue a citation. In Area Heights, Nathan Hyun, KREM 2 News.
All right, I'm going to take your plea one at a time. First, to count 1, murder in the first degree, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Count 2.
5 not guilty pleas today from the suspect in the deadly shooting at the Gorge Amphitheater campground last month. Now that suspect is heading to trial.
26-year-old James Kelly pleaded not guilty in Ephrata today to 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of assault, and 1 count of domestic violence.
Those charges stem from that deadly shooting at the Gorge Music Festival where 2 people were killed and 4 others were hurt.
So court documents say Kelly traveled to that Beyond Wonderland Music Festival with his girlfriend on June 17th. That evening, he told police he took psychedelic mushrooms and then started hallucinating. Police say he then took a handgun out of his truck and started firing into the campground.
29-year-old Brandy Escamilla and 26-year-old Jocelyn Ruiz were shot and killed at the scene. 4 other people, including Kelly, were injured.
Kelly's not guilty pleas today mean he will now go to trial. That trial is currently scheduled to begin on August 25th. If he is found guilty on all of those charges against him, Kelly faces life in prison, plus hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines and possible deportation.
In other news this evening, a Spokane Valley church was the target of a recent hate crime, and the Spokane County Sheriff's Office wants to find those responsible.
Deputies say several people stole more than 20 pride flags and 2 Black Lives Matter flags. KREM 2's Janelle Finch tells us how the church is responding today.
We had about 25 here and in the front. 1 got away, and that precious little flag we have in the window, I just love it.
Pastor of Veridell United Church of Christ, Jen Haywood, is full of love.
God loves all.
Even in the face of potential hate.
We're to love our neighbor, to love God, and to love our enemy.
Loving our enemies is something Haywood is still processing. This, as the church was vandalized and robbed. KREM 2 exclusively obtained surveillance video shows suspects allegedly running to the church where they wrote LEV 2013 on the lawn in diesel fuel.
It's short for Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13, which says that it's okay to kill gay men, and you're not responsible if you kill a gay person. That's the way they read it. It's read out of context. It's read without understanding that it's actually not about a loving relationship.
In addition to vandalizing the grass, the suspects also stole the 3 flags that were originally hanging behind me. But as you can see, their absence didn't last very long.
She says she wanted to send a powerful message in response to the attack.
I thought for a moment and said, let's have a party, because love is greater than hate. And then that became the name of the party. Love, 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 love. The end of the party, we had the flag raising. It was very moving and meaningful.
Haywood says the church is open to people of all backgrounds.
Whoever you are, wherever you are in your journey, you are fully created in the image of God.
And she hopes the suspects can overcome their hate.
As a human being, our faith says you can change.
The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is asking the public for tips on the suspect vehicle. No arrests have been made at this time.
Pastor Jen says the church right now is trying to raise money to buy better surveillance equipment in the event of future incidents like this one. She says the church is already halfway to its goal. In Spokane Valley, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.
All right, taking a quick break now from the headlines. We want to talk weather with our chief meteorologist, Jeremy Lagoud.
Yeah, it's been a hot and hazy day across the inland northwest. Jeremy, what else can you tell us as our temperatures start to creep back up towards the 90s?
Yes, each day a little hotter and each day a little less smoke, kinda. We got to get there though. Right now you can see that smoky haze in the sky along with a little bit of cloud cover, but overall our air quality doesn't seem to be suffering too much. When it comes to the AQI, we're still in the 40s or even creeping up closer to that moderate range. For that reason, I kind of put us at moderate today and tomorrow. And when it comes to that air quality forecast, basically I'm just leaning into as bad as it could possibly get. For the most part, our smoke stays up in the atmosphere overhead, so as it streams down from Canada, we don't have too much to worry about. There it is. I'm drawing it on there. You can see those arrows I'm putting in. That's where the smoke's coming from. That smoke moving through, along with a little disturbance, is eventually going to try to make its way toward us, but with the little disturbance, that should do a decent job of keeping that smoke kind of up a little bit higher in the atmosphere. We'll see those scattered storms eventually taper off later on this evening. Tomorrow we'll see another round of those, mainly up in the mountains, and I don't think we have anything to worry about here. We're on the other end of the spectrum. Hot and hazy both Thursday and Friday, but as that hazy weather pattern starts to shift, we build in some serious heat this weekend. We're talking temps in the mid-90s. I'll have a close look at that coming up.